Tell me when.
There you go, now.
My name's Cloud Moss. I produce music festivals and concerts. I've been doing so for 17 years. I developed RSD 17 years ago.
Wait, can you tell the audience what RSD is? Because they won't know.
Reflex sympathetic dystrophy, which is a very painful disease that works 24/7 on the body.
And you've been medically treated for it.
I was
that's a
medically
medical
treated by the
diagnosis.
allopathic medical community, and actually it was a drug called Cipro, a fluoroquinolone, that brought it on. After having to learn to walk 2 times over with nerve blocks, et cetera, I came to see Helen Thomas on crutches. The very first day I saw her, I put the crutches away and never used them again. Over a series of visits, she brought it into remission after I had been dealing with it for 6 years. I had about an 8-year run of remission. I then collapsed, had to go full-blown throughout my body about 2.5 years ago. Helen got me to India to see Dr. Pense. It was an absolute life-altering experience, and if it wasn't for Helen and all her treatment and her sending me to India, I don't know what would have happened.
But you also then, in the last year, you went to that doctor in...
I went to see a neurologist,
yeah.
a specialist who's working cutting edge with RSD down at Scripps Hospital, and she created a drug cocktail for me that took me to new levels. And recently, over the last 2.5 months, even the meds weren't working, and
what about, and then you used the spice water, right? And can you tell them how that helped with the meds? Like how alternative plus medical can be so miraculous?
Yes, I came back to Helen after taking the meds. I was having issues in terms of kidneys and so forth, and
because it was an overload. It was doing the job, but you felt...
It was an overload, but my certain functions were not normally happening anymore. I was prescribed by Helen to have a natural form of spice water that I would make regularly. Did all the difference. I'm very fortunate that I have Ayurvedic doctors and
good medical doctors.
Who all respect each other's fields and respect what each other does.
Wow.
And Ayurveda has not only changed my life in terms of how I think, how I approach the daily life, how I treat illness and disease in the body, but also now with taking a drug cocktail manages to keep my body as strong and resilient and flowing with the drugs in my system as well as possible. I can't say highly enough how much I would recommend Dr. Helen Thomas and Ayurveda.
Yay, thank you, Cloud. Great.